Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Citizen Sleeper. In the last episode we did some stuff with Bliss, and that's about all I remember. It's been a week since the recording session. I've kind of forgotten what I was doing, but we have to wait for 4 things here. I think we've come to the conclusion that I could try to do the refugee ship. If I wanted to. For it to work, I'd kind of need more mushrooms. I only have 2 ones right now, which is... I mean, it's good in the sense that I could get some data, I suppose, and then sell the data. But how's that Avery doing right now? I could use my 1s in here, make them 3s, but I don't really want to do the negative. Should we re-roll? Let's see what we get. Lovely. I mean, 3 plus 2 is... It could be worse, right? Let's get a 5 here. 50% positive, 50% neutral. We could get 2 random rare mushrooms. The fruiting bodies are appearing. Grolls are easy to find, but Matsutake and other stranger types will require extra effort. Take your pick. We got 2 random mushrooms. I have 6 now? Good lord, that was a lot of mushrooms. But we did get some Matsutake caps, which is very good. Let's use our other 3 here. Okay, we got a fungal yield. We got 2 griots. And I think that's all we got there. We can do it one more time. But we do need to go eat. It's a shame we didn't get more Matsutake, because we could give that to Emphis. Oh my, I got blindsided by a sneeze. Good lord. Let's go across the Founder's Ferry. Where are you, Memphis? What do you actually need? Needs 2. Gammon Blast. We only have 1. Would have made life easier. I mean, I probably should eat something while I'm here. And then we'll just end the day. Still haven't worked out what to do with this gardener's seed. I'm starting to think it might be related to Rico's storyline. Or Rico? The biology lady. The lady who likes mushrooms. So I would like to do that. Let's rest and see what happens. Let's rest in the repaired unit. We're going to feed the cat because... Why wouldn't we feed the cat? Down to 3 dice. It's slightly bad. We got 2 6s. Good lord. Let's use our 4 in the mushroom, in the aviary. Which will give us 100% positive. Let's see what this gives us. What have we got? We got 8 and 1. Ah, there you go. We got 2. We got Matsutake, and we also got club head caps. Strange. Unidentified. Club-shaped fruiting bodies. You carefully pick out the best developed caps from the mulch, especially fascinated by the aroma of the club-like bodies you discover. I wonder what they're used for. I got Spore Catcher. Put those sampling collecting skills to good use. Guessing that was fix the aviary. I assume I need spores again. Well, we have some spores, so let's start germinating again. You extract the spores from the sample print and mix with water, then inject them into the prepared mulch. It is precise work. Do I go give these Matsutake to Emphis? Or do I give them this lady here? We have to give a lot of samples to this lady here. I think I'm going to use the Matsutake on Emphis, and then we'll give her just griol caps. That seems fair, right? Emphis has been waiting the entire story for this, so, you know, only fair. My friend, I have you these. I assume he's going to make me wait again while he prepares them. Emphis mentions an old recipe for Matsutake broth. All he needs are 2 handfuls of Matsutake caps, freshly sourced. Oops, I missed. Emphis inhales the deep autumnal aroma of the Matsutake caps and nods. He seems impressed. Wonderful. How long is that going to take? 3 days. Does it say? Emphis says he needs some time to ready the broth. Apparently there are some ingredients he still needs to source. Okay, we could still work for Yataghan. That's something else we were working on, wasn't it? Maybe we should carry on working for Yataghan for now. We can get some energy from working here, collecting the tithes, I believe. Since we have a 6, we may as well. Also a chance to get scrap components. Yep, yeah, there's the scrap. Alright, let's do it again. Oh, more scrap components. Good lord. We're doing well. Oh. As you say your goodbyes to the other enforcers and walk back through the low end, a chirping catches your attention. In a quiet corridor, away from the main thoroughfares, someone has stuck a small recorder to the wall with suit sealant tape. Written across the fluorescent tape is one word: sleeper. You peel it away from the wall, and as you do, it triggers some kind of improvised trip switch. Sleeper? Sabine's voice crackles through. I have seen you with Yataghan members. Are they holding you captive now too? A high whine. I'm sorry if I dragged you into all this. Do not trust them. Something is happening within the gang, some kind of power struggle. You cover the speaker a little, their voice too loud in the quiet corridor. I will come soon. Thanks to your efforts, I've located most of their properties. At the right time, a pause. I'll see you soon. Don't give up. Remember our deal. The recording cuts out. You stare at the recorder, processing what you have just heard. Hearing Sabine's voice again opens up something inside of you. An S&ARP employee. Do they know that I know? You struggle with a mix of concern and distrust. You throw the recorder into a nearby waste chute as you leave the corridor. Still unsure who to trust, you head quietly out of the low end. I trust Sabine mostly. You can work for bad people and still not be a bad person yourself. It's not quite cut and dry. Can we level up anything? We have 1 upgrade point. I mean, I could get one of these things. Chance to gain random scrap item on engineer actions could be quite useful. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so do I use my stabilizer? Probably. I'd like to get as much... Do I buy some scrap from here? How much does it cost again? I can buy 3 scrap. Let's do it. It's gonna cost me a bit of money. Okay, got 5 scrap. Six scrap. It's me 80 chits. It's not that bad. Oh, did I just get a sentient? Yeah, I got a ship mine fragment. Boop. I don't need that. I suppose if I get 3 of them, I could get a return on my investment, maybe. Okay, let's rest in the apartment, I suppose. That I keep losing. It's around here somewhere. There it is. It's in the low end. I can't. Let's inject some stabilizer. We'll stay as efficient as possible for as long as possible. Let's end the cycle. Well, we're starving again. Not the best. Really bad hand, which doesn't surprise me. Let's get some Heaven Edge data here with one of these wands. One, two, three, and a 5. With our buffs, they're not quite as bad as they could be. Could put more time in with the Yataghan. Hope we get some food, maybe? Let's put the 5 in here. There you go, got some energy. Got a single piece of energy. Could be worse, could be better. Should we sell our data to Tea House? And I think now I'm going to go speak to the refugees. Let's see if we can work out what this whole Flux thing is all about. Here they are, the Climbing Briar. Welcome to episode Flux. We needed 2 real caps. Let's go. Ash asked you to bring supplies and fragrant. Eye-grown Griol caps seem like the perfect thing to impress her. Ash sees you coming up the broken spoke and waves you into the cavernous bay of the Climbing Briar. You came! Peak smiles as you walk into the Climbing Briar's cargo bay, behind a gloomy Ash. They bought mushrooms. Ash tosses the mushroom caps into a crate, raising her eyebrows at Peak. Peak gives her a look. Thank you, Sleeper. They pick up and sniff at it. Are these edible? Yeah, you should try it. Peak squints at you and the mushroom before delicately putting it back down. Oh, wait. We're not so used to fresh produce. Ash is securing crates as she speaks and doesn't look up. Hawthorne doesn't have much in the way of farming. Hawthorne? The installation we grew up on. Ash wipes off her hands on a rag. XPR loves to name their property after natural things, but that's about as far as their relationship with plant life goes. Who's XPR? This an interrogation? She glares. Either way, we are done with that place, which is all you need to know. Ash leans back against the crate she was securing. We're going to need more than a few mushrooms if we want to help those refugees, though. What do they need? Food, water, components, a whole lot of things. Ash stands and walks over to the mushrooms you brought, placing them into a small container with care. The problem isn't just getting supplies, it's getting them through to the ships. Can't you just fly around? You get the Briar seized for breaching quarantine? No thanks, he laughs. We were lucky we got here before the cordon was set up, and that's the only reason we're on this side. Why is there a quarantine? Peak jumps in. The Eye has a closed-loop life support system, just like any orbital installation. Any unfamiliar illness or significantly increased strain on life support could cause a cascading collapse in its systems. Ash scoffs. Are we making excuses for these bureaucrats now? Peak turns. We're being realistic, Ash. But these people aren't an increased strain. They are living people. Ash stares at you. Even calling them refugees is just a way of turning a lot of scared, desperate people into a single, monolithic group. Ash slides a container full of mushrooms into one of the cargo hold's racks. Look, as much as I'd like to chat, we've still got a lot of space to fill in this hold. So, if you're going to help... I think Ash is trying to say we need your help. And quickly, Peak says, glancing at her. The refugees behind the cordon, they won't be able to hold out indefinitely. We need to get supplies to them in the next 12 cycles, or... Ash steps forward. Or Heaven Edge will have to bear the responsibility for whatever happens next. Oh, what can I do? There's 3 things we still need to secure. Water, food, and scrap components for ship repairs. Ash gestures to the storage containers around the hold. Water we can find a way to source, or my preference just siphon off from the underground reservoirs in the Greenway. Peak raises their eyebrow. Ash ignores them. For food, things can be tricky. Those mushrooms are delicious, I'm sure, but no way we can get enough volume to feed a flotilla. However, I saw an algae stack on the way over, if we can get access. Not more stealing, Ash, Peak sighs. I didn't say steal, she stares at them indignantly. If we can get access, we can work the stack, harvest some algae for the flotilla. Those stacks churn out vast quantities in short timescales. And the repair components? Peak asks tentatively. Ash smiles. Just look around you, Peak. This whole place is made of scrap. He shoots you a glance. And I'm sure the Sleeper has their sources. They can bring them right here. We get everything before time runs out. Perfect. We get most of it. Also good. Either way, in 12 cycles, I'm going to take what we have and go. But how will you get through? Ash shoulders a container. I thought I'd leave that. Up to you, Peak. They flinch. Are you serious, Ash? I know we said we would help the flotilla, but at what point? They stop, take a breath. Take this seriously, Ash. I don't know the first thing about breaching a quarantine cordon. Maybe not, Ash looks at you. But they might. They slipped out from an Essenart facility, didn't they? Plus, they've been here longer than us. You were always trying to get me to find help. Well, here it is. He gestures at you. Help. Peak glances between the two of you. I swear to... They sigh. I need to think this one through. Meet me at the cordon in a couple of cycles, Sleeper. Maybe we can figure something out. Meanwhile, Ash meets your eye. You can help me acquire supplies. Discreetly, she smiles. We have to keep this quiet, keep Heaven Edge out of the loop. Once they get suspicious, this is over for all of us. This all suddenly seems a little too real, too dangerous. You've only just found your feet on the eye. This is not a time for causing trouble. Come find us. We'll be out there trying to pull this all together. Ash goes to the back of the hold to start packing another container. Peak, come help me. Peak glances back at her. Sleeper, look, we didn't choose this either. They lower their voice. Help us finish this. We've set up a base camp on the Broken Spoke. You are welcome to rest there in any of the cots while we work on this. They smile. We are in this together. Peak, Ash shouts, and they walk back into the hold to help with the container. As you leave the climbing briar, you look out at the broken edge of the eye's ring, where Heaven Edge's cordon blinks with tiny red lights. What are you getting yourself into? Oh no, what have I done? I have 12 days? Oh Christ. Oh, here's the, yeah, we have a place to stay, huh? And if I click on this, what are the options here? Well, I need 8 scrap. Well, I have 6 scrap, so we only need 2 more scrap, which is quite good. We can probably get that by working with, Yataghan. How are we gonna get food and water? She said something about a stack. Here in the Greenway, is there a new thing to interact with? There is indeed an algae stack. And Reservoir S3. How interesting. Well, I guess we should probably work on that, right? Let's go to the algae stack. Let's see what they need. The algae stack is controlled by a small collective of farmers. If you want to use it, you'll need to persuade them. Oh great, it's risky and I have nothing but crap dice. What about the reservoir? What do we need to do here? Oh, good lord. Okay, well we can hack sensors. The reservoir is monitored by a web of sensors. Hacking them will reduce the alert level of the system and keep you from getting locked out. Or we can make water for the flotilla. which is an engineer check. Good lord. So I can keep the alert level low quite easily. That's not going to be a problem. But siphoning the water with poop dice? This is going to be a problem. Let's re-roll. Maybe it won't be so bad. I just got 2 6s. That's pretty good. Water's probably more important than food, right? Now, if 100% positive only gives me 1, we might be in trouble. The only way for Ash to get enough water together is to siphon it directly from the station's reservoirs. Heavenedge will not be pleased. You find an outlet valve between a web of sensors. Delicately, you begin filling a tank. Ash gives you a thumbs up. This is working. Okay. Let's try again. This is going to be very painful. Oh no, what have I done? Oh, we don't have many days to do this. I can negotiate. I've only got a 1, right? I guess I should probably use that to go hack a Heavenedge agent. Let's quickly go do that. What do we do with this clubhead cab? I assume that's going to be for the Rico lady. Let's... Heavenedge. You don't mind? Hey, we got 5 cryo. And we got 2 data. That's 20 cryo. We're not doing too badly for cryo, all things considered. Energy's low again, though. I guess I could go up to the Spacers Cafe. The Gimbal Lounge. 2 days on Bliss. Trying to do Bliss's stuff at the same time as this was probably a terrible, terrible idea on my behalf. I probably should have focused on doing the stuff I already had before going to do this incredibly complex expansion. But I'm sure it'll be fine. We make everything work, right? Oh no. But I think this is a perfect place for me to end this episode. We shall rest at the start of the next episode and see how we can make this work. Please like, subscribe, let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. Thank you again to the members of the channel. It really does mean the world to me, and it helps keep the channel going. But as always, I'll see you next time.